Good evening, everyone. This is yours truly, as told by Shonda, and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to come on tonight and talk about the church and, what is the purpose of the church and if the church is still impactful and still necessary. So this morning I was reminiscing and thinking about a lady that I went to church with many years ago, and I was just thinking about the positive impact that she had on my life. And even though it's been years since I've talked to her or interacted with her in any way, I still remember the impact of being in her presence and just learning from her and observing from her. And she really wasn't doing anything in particular. She was just being herself, and it just got me to thinking about the impact that the church as an organization and as a community that it has on young people, on people in general, but really young people. And there's the saying that it takes a whole village to raise a child, and I'm a product of that, and I truly believe that. And the church and churches that I grew up in really were my village, and they really did allow me to see outside of the four walls that I was in. And just being exposed to people from different backgrounds with different experiences, and being able to see how they transpired through life, and just the different things that they achieved, and where they, just knowing and being able to see what is possible outside of the four walls that I was raised in. And so I realized that it was very impactful, and that I am who I am today because I had those experiences, and because I was exposed to those individuals. And I honestly wonder the type of person I would be, the paths I would have taken, the journeys I would have had if I would not have been exposed to the leaders and the adults and the mentors that were in my church. And they were not necessarily all in a position of leadership, but I was able to observe them and learn from them and glean something from it. So I say all that to say, and through the years, I have distanced myself from the church, and really haven't had that same type of commitment and religious type of going to church every Sunday, and being a part of the Bible studies, and the different things. I've kind of come to a point where I'm like, okay, I've experienced that, and I don't think that I need that type of spiritual network anymore. And I realized that I'm wrong, and for one, I haven't gotten everything that I need out of the church experience, and just being able to fellowship with like-minded believers. But just because of different things and bitterness, I've just kind of put it on the back burner. But that's a discussion for another time. Outside of that, I'm missing out on an opportunity to be that mentor, to be that adult, to be that example for another little child, because the church is a community, and it is a village, and it's an opportunity to mentor young people and to show them what they are capable of. So there's so many different people who come to worship in one location with different backgrounds. There were professors that I knew. There were graduates from prestigious universities that exposed me to life in college, and just different things that I could try to start achieving. I was able to come into people's homes and see how they were parents, and see how they mothered their children, and just get some different behaviors that I could model myself after. And, while I was going through it, I did not realize per se the impact that they were having on me. But when I look back, um, just on my journey and everything that I've been through, I realized the church was very impactful for me and for the type of person that I've become. And I feel like I owe it to other youth, to other children, to other people out there who are searching, who are needing in need of a mentor, who are in need of someone to show them a different side of life and different things that they can look forward to and achieve. So, I would definitely say that, outside of the spiritual aspect and the worship and all, getting closer to God and being pastored aspect of the church, there is also the mentoring aspect and the parenting, the fostering aspect, and just being available. Even if you're only there existing and doing what you do, children are watching. They're watching and they're soaking it up and they're observing it, and they're also seeking and searching and looking for those mentors, looking for someone to model themselves after, looking for something different. And it might not manifest right then and there. They may not realize, but just being there, being an example, and being a leader within the church community, it is planting a seed in those lives. And I tell you, so many peers that I grew up with in the church, we were running the streets and doing everything we thought we were big and bad enough to do. But at the end of the day, we always just remember the relationship, the power of God and how important that relationship is. And no matter how far away we strayed, we always knew that we could come back and, that God would be waiting there with open arms. So that's my story for this evening. That's just what I wanted to talk about. Church is important. Church is important for many reasons, but one in particular is the ability to expose people, specifically youth, who are in need of mentors, who are in need of examples, who are in need of seeing things outside of the four walls that they have grown up in. This is an opportunity for them to experience that. And I'm grateful for my village. I'm grateful for the mentors in my life, whether you realize it or not. I'm a very observant and quiet person, and I just absorb so much from watching people exist and seeing how they move through life. And so that's truly been a blessing to me in my life, and it's truly been a guiding point for me. So thank you for tuning in. Drop me some comments. What do you think? What do you think the role of the church is? And how does it extend just beyond the spiritual and religious aspect? What are some other things that the church is able to accomplish? Thank you. Have a good night.